At the time of spring equinox, what I do is I list 2 to 3 goals that I want to manifest that year. I take a piece of paper, I write down those intentions, and I keep that paper safe in a box. That's the way I have been doing it for years. And at the time of spring equinox and a 1 week following that, when the energy is so strong, I sit and visualize those goals as they have already manifested. So 2 to 3 goals, write them down, keep them safe in some box, and visualize them for next 7 days. Try and pick the same time of the day, whether it's early morning or late night. Now, another best practice is use each goal for a different area in life. Since we are talking about balance and how important it is, we should balance out different areas of our life. Let me give you an example of my life. So there was a time when I focused too much on career, and as a result, my health took a toll. And there was a time when I took a sabbatical and wanted to spend time with my daughters. And over a period of time, I started feeling empty. And I was craving to go out and work and have some intellectual talks and do something more constructive for myself alongside loving them. So, what I'm talking about is all areas of your life should be balanced. You should try and set intentions in all different areas of life. Make it smart. You might have heard this before, and it is very important when we are trying to manifest something or when we are putting an intention that we make it smart. It has to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. And many people who I've tried to help in the past get confused with this, and they're not able to figure out how to write it down. So I'll give you an example. A lot of you know that I've started a Facebook group called Chase Your Dreams, and I've started coaching programs. And the intention, let's say for me for this year, is that I want to help 100 people go from overwhelm to overexcitement in life. Um, so I want to help 100 people identify their dreams, remove negative self-belief or sabotaging beliefs and obstacles on their ways, and help them achieve success in their life. So it's very specific that I want to help people in what, and it's very specific to the area of my career growth, right? It's measurable because I'm putting a number, 100 customers. I'm just giving you a random example. It could be 1,000 people for the coming year. But what I want to say is it should be measurable. So by the end of the year, you can measure whether you're successful or not successful. Many people do a mistake of putting very vague terms. They say something like, I want to be happy and successful in life. Now, how do you measure whether you're happy or successful in life? So 1 year down the line, if I come back and ask that person, so did you manifest your goal? So it should be measurable. You should be able to quantify. You should be able to tell how much have you achieved out of it. Have you overachieved? Have you underachieved? So once you get those figures, you'll be able to adjust in winter time. You'll be able to contemplate and see why is that I achieved or did not achieve my goal, and what is that I can do going forward to achieve goals. I say make big audacious goals. Do not underestimate your potential. Think that a lot is possible in your life, and make big goals. But at the same time, it should be achievable and realistic. Because let's say I want to invest in 10 homes this year, and all of those homes should be $1 million. Now, it may be achievable and realistic for a millionaire or a real estate agent, but maybe not be realistic for me. So you have to define what is achievable and realistic for you, And of course, it has to be time bound. And this ritual ensures that it's time bound because we are planning for a year. Write in present tense. This is super important. All the books that you'll find on affirmation and even what Reiki talks about is act as if you've already achieved those goals. You know, if you are feeling very weak inside and you want to not feel weak, you do not say I do not want to feel weak. You say I am strong, right? You have to be positive. The thing about brain is that brain doesn't understand the word not. It doesn't understand void. It just thinks in pictures and emotions. So when you're trying to talk to your brain, it just sees that. Okay, let me give you an example. I want everybody to close their eyes and do not imagine a tree. Do not imagine a monkey sitting on the tree. Do not imagine that monkey is sitting on a tree and eating an apple. Now, friends, open your eyes and tell me honestly how many of you saw the monkey sitting on the tree? Because that's the way our brain thinks. So, what I want to say is do not struggle on what you do not want. Focus on what is that you want in life. Make your affirmations, make your intentions positive and in present tense. And focus on what is that you want. What is that you want to become? What is that you want to manifest? And what is that you want to harvest in your life? Just focus on positivity. Specify a date of achievement. This is another important thing. Okay, so how I do it in my Reiki practice is this. I go forward in time and I say, let's say we're talking about this whole year, right? So my intention would read like this. It is March 1st, 2020, and I have helped 100 people in their life journey. I've helped them discover their dreams, removed obstacles in their lives, and helped them achieve success. So this is how my intention would read. The brain doesn't understand past, present, or future. It just understands in pictures and it just understands emotions. So pictures and emotions. What do you want to picture? You want to picture yourself as if you've already achieved it. And you visualize with strong emotions and strong feelings of positivity that yes, you have achieved it. The other thing is make your goals audacious. Think big. Make the grandest, imagine the grandest version of your life. And this is where we differ from dreams. And there's one point that I want to bring up here is there's a difference between dreams and goals. Dreams are the big vision of your life. What is that you want to do in your life in the long term? What is the vision of your life? What is your purpose? And then every year we pick from those goals and dreams and we pick from that big dream and come down. We pick up goals and we make them intentions for every year. So goals are short term and dreams are long term. And we pick goals every year from our big purpose and vision of life. Let me talk about three secret herbs or three secret ingredients that make all of this successful. And those are clarity, hard work, and belief. Most of the times when people fail to manifest what they wanted to achieve in a year, it's because one of these three magic ingredients are missing. One, for most important, is clarity. If you're not clear about what you want to manifest in life, you can't achieve it, right? You have to go to a restaurant and order the dish you want. If you're not clear about what is that you want, the chef cannot make it for you, right? It's like when you want apple in your life, in your garden, let's say, you will sow an apple seed, not an orange seed, right? In the same way, if you want to manifest something very specific, you have to be super clear about what is that you want to achieve. So clarity is super important. The second thing is hard work. You cannot sow a seed in a garden and forget about it and assume it'll grow by itself. If you want to harvest a garden in your life, you have to work hard. In the beginning, you might feel that you have not been able to, you do not know what it takes to manifest that dream. Okay, so it's fine at that point. At this point, what your role is to be extremely clear about what you want, and you have to promise yourself you'll work hard and you'll find a way. And the third and the most important is belief. John Maxwell talks about a very interesting law in one of his books, which talks about law of lid. Law of lid says if you put a lid over your head and if you try to rise up high, you'll never be able to rise up higher than the height of your lid because that's the capacity you've told your brain you cannot rise beyond. And your brain will make sure you never go past that lid. So I would say keep your lid very, very high, but at the same time, see what is the baby step. So your goal and your dream and the purpose of life can be very, very audacious. And then we pick up what is practical and possible in this year. And we work hard and we believe because when we work hard, when we give a clear intention to our brain, it's able to picturize it. And when we put belief behind it, the picture and emotion give charge to your thoughts and you'll start manifesting wonders. I also wanted to talk about the coaching program that I run, and I'm going to run some more programs. In the future, I'm going to run programs um, which are which will build on what I talked about today. So we talked about the big vision, then we talk about goal setting, and then we talk about how to grow, how to remove obstacles in our lives and grow forward. So this is a wonderful book I have followed in my life and found miraculous results. It's called 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John C. Maxwell. It lays out beautiful principles that anybody can apply in any area of life to grow. And we'll be launching a program which will talk about these principles, which will talk about manifesting rules. I'll put in some healing techniques, some guided meditations, and they'll form a small mastermind group, a group of people who will grow together. Many a times, what happens is we have good intentions, we believe in ourselves, but we go out in an environment and people start discouraging us. We go out in a family and they say, this dream is ridiculous, stop. And the negative talks around you dampen your spirit and you're not able to achieve what you want to achieve because you lose that belief in yourself. I offer personal one-to-one coaching programs as well if you want to go deeper. And I would be talking more about these programs in the future. So it's a good practice. I have been doing that to sit at the time of around the time of spring equinox. So let's say if it's at 4:58, I'll sit at 4:55 and I'll write my dreams and I'll start visualizing each dream. So I'll take my dream number one or intention number one, visualize it in my brain, and put emotions, put belief, put complete clear vision in that dream. And I'll close it and put it in my third eye chakra and I say, so be it, I will create it. So be it, I will create it. Do it all 7 days. Do it, repeat it, visualize it, and put a lot of love and clarity in it. And tell me about what wonders you manifest. I would love to see whether you found value in this and whether you found it effective. I will keep you updated on my new program. So keep in touch, stay tuned, and thank you so much.